Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the notification gang, hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats. I went live earlier, channel donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now this morning, Andre S.O.G. Ward announced his official retirement, and he says, mission accomplished. I set out to do certain things, go to the Olympics, got a gold medal, become a world champion, move up in weight. He did those things, so he's retiring, so props to him. Now, his most recent, the person he fought upon retiring, the last two fights, Sergey Kovalev, had something to say. He had a press conference with Shabransky, who he's going to be fighting. And Kovalev says, if this is 100% true, it's good for boxing. You know, because it's good for the boxing. We're ready to fight again for these titles, and it makes interesting fights between great fighters. Right now, in our division, there are a lot of good and strong fighters who want to get these titles, you know. And this will be very, very good fights for the boxing fans. To me, I'm telling you, I'm going to keep saying this. Kovalev has some soul searching to do. He's fighting Ukraine's Vyacheslav Shabransky, who looks like he has good power. I've seen them face to face, and Shabransky's pretty big. You know what I'm saying? Shabransky's pretty big. And the reason I say Kovalev has soul searching to do is because, to me, he always sounds salty whenever the name or the topic of Ward is brought up. And I think that's going to haunt him. And I really would not be surprised if in this Shabransky fight, we don't see the Kovalev that fought Cedric Agnew or Jean Pascal, if he looks a lot more human and vulnerable, even if he wins the fight. I really think that. And just statements like this, I don't know, Carl Froch too said some stuff. He was like, no sour grapes, but this is great. You know what I mean? Carl Froch, ever since he lost to Ward, he's been kind of tearing him down any chance he gets. You know what I'm saying? I seen he called someone an ass licker for giving Ward props or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just see these headlines. Sometimes I don't even watch the shit. But, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's what Ward does to guys. He beats them, and then you just hear it from the peanut gallery. So, I mean, this is not really about Carl Froch, but those guys had an opportunity to beat Ward. Whether you like his style or not, you could have beat him and then ended his style, ended his stock, but you didn't. Same thing with Kovalev. First fight, it was very close. Close fight, but Ward did what true champions do. He didn't like the feedback he was getting, and he's like, nah, I could do better. I know I could do better. So within 4 months of the first fight in November, I was at both of them. I covered Ward's last 5 or 6 fights. Within 4 months of the first fight, they announced the rematch, and he did what champions do and beat him again. This time he stopped him, and all this like stuff to make you feel better. The judges were on his side, and Tony Weeks and low blows. The man was hurt. Like, put it this way, for all the people who are saying low blows, why are you guys not mentioning the fact that he got hurt with the right cross upstairs when he said that Ward punches like a 15-year-old girl? That alone needs to be on Unsolved Mysteries, because you shouldn't even be getting hurt by anything, because you said he slaps with his punches and punches like a 15-year-old girl. So, like I said, I'm going to be watching Kovalev's next fight. I think his comment sounds a little bit salty. If this is true, this is good for boxing. You had the opportunity to knock him out like you said you were going to do in the first and second fight. And then it could have been good for boxing because he might have retired because he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't. You came up short twice, and that's just the reality of the situation we're facing. You know what I mean? And, I mean, even if Ward kept fighting, good fights still could have been made. But bottom line, it's just light heavyweight has a lot of players now. Sullivan Barrera, since he lost to Ward. See, I don't know. Even Sullivan Barrera, shout out to him. He lost to Ward too, but his comment on social media, it didn't sound salty. You know what I mean? And I just feel like there's a time and a place. That's just my personal opinion. I like good sportsmanship. Sullivan Barrera posted a picture of him and Ward facing off, and he says, I gave him my best shot. I learned so much from our fight. thank you for the opportunity and wish you the best in the future. And that's the same thing. He got dropped by Ward and he lost convincingly to Ward. And he's not Sullivan Barrera's out here like a man, took his L, and he's, you know what I mean, wishing him on his way. And he knows he's still a player in the division. Boom. You know what I mean? But Kovalev talking about, oh yeah, it's good for boxing. Then why didn't you just beat him? And that could have been good for boxing, because we would have had a knockout artist who can box with all the belts still. But you talked a lot of trash and came up short. So I just wish people would have more couth and sportsmanship when it comes to stuff like that. Somebody's retiring, you know what I mean? Just let them be on their way. You know what I mean? Keith Thurman at one point wanted to fight Paulie Malignaggi, but when Paulie retired, you didn't hear Keith Thurman bash him. You know what I mean? You send him on his way. Like, that's just what I believe. So props to Andre Ward for leaving on his own terms. I will be watching Kovalev's next fight, but I think Kovalev has to find some kind of way to bury the hatchet, because he lost fair and square. And I don't know. I think light heavyweight is still popping. Still a lot of good names and good fights, but that would have been the case whether Ward retired or not. So to me, the comment sounds like snarky and a little bit spiteful. Let me know your thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.